What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Line of the Stars. I'm Jordan, and we're here today with a new segment called The Ready Room. I have been kind of contemplating what I'm going to do for all of the parts works that show up every single month. I'm currently not in the process of actively building and moving forward with any of my part works as well, as this is now the second set of packages that I've received since moving forward. I've done a little bit here and there. I did stage 25 with the Enterprise, and I believe I did stage 22 with the Falcon. And this one here is the Falcon. But basically, these days, I'm getting both the Falcon and the Enterprise on the same day. Kit is going to be, well, he's right there. But Kit's packages arrive a couple days afterwards. So I'm basically, all my part works are showing up at roughly the same time. And so I was thinking, what am I going to do? How am I going to unpackage these? Do I just let them stack up and then we just unpackage all of the different ones in a big pile? No. No. That's reckless. I want to know what I'm looking at. And to be honest with you, these are kind of expensive and I want to look at them. So what the idea is about mid-month, every single month, we're going to go ahead and do a ready room. I'm going to show you some of the things that, like, I'm going to unpackage our part works. I'm going to try to wait next month for Kit to arrive. I'm just a little impatient and wanted to do this now. So you guys will see Kit next week when I go on stream. So it's not going to be this coming up Thursday, but not tomorrow, but it'll be the following Thursday. We'll have Kit's stream coming out. That one I super look forward to. But, basically I was like, we can show off the unpackaging videos. We can show off some of the mods that I've been picking up, some of the equipment that I've been getting that's beyond the normal stuff. And there's a couple things, here and there that's pretty cool that I just kind of want to share with you. So today what we're going to do is we're going to unpackage both the Falcon and the Enterprise. I'm going to show you my new free shelf that I got off of OfferUp and show you what I did with it as this model stuff is officially taken over. And then I'm going to show you the new studio, workbench, whatever you want to call it these days. I'm going to show you the new setup for that because, of course, I can't stop adjusting things and moving things around as I see fit. And then I'm going to show you guys a couple of the mods that I've picked up. So let's go ahead and get started with the Falcon, shall we? I'm excited for this one. I did have to root around the box of the Enterprise, so I kind of saw a little bit there because the invoice is at the bottom. And like I said, I always unpackage these first. I take the invoice out because I like you guys, but, I'm not here to share my address with you. So, let's go ahead and get this box opened up. Very cool. Oh, what is that? Sweet. All right, let's start here. Sure. This is stage 31, and wow, we're still getting more of these base pieces to put the Falcon on. And I think these should be the last of them, if I'm not mistaken. So, in stage 31, we have another whole panel section. We have some more frames, and then we have more of our base here that we're going to be putting the Falcon on to rest while we're building the internal parts and then the top. You're going to want to support it for all of the... you're going to want to support its weight because this is a heavy boy. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and take a look here. There's a smaller base piece, and this is stage 30. Once again, much the same. This package is looking kind of very similar here so far, at least, until we get over here. Oh, no. Oh, God. All right. All right. So we got another hull piece, a couple frame sections, and our base. Oh, stage 28. Well, yeah, we're not quite done building our interiors yet. So we do have a large hull frames or hull panel, a frame section, and then some more padded rings. All right. So when we get to this, we're actually going to be modding these as we go along too, which will be pretty cool. So I'm not too sad about that. Now, stage 29 is a hefty boy here. Wow. This is all die cast, and this looks like possibly the bottom ring for... Yeah, this looks like the bottom ring for the gun port, the lower gun port on the Falcon. I'm assuming, or the top one, but it's likely the bottom because that's where we're doing all of our work lately. That's pretty cool. And then in the final stage in this package here, we have stage 27. And we have some more of our padded walls. Another piece of our corridor, and another bit of our frame section. And then we have our magazines down here. And just the usual variety of magazines this time around. So, very cool. Alright, so that's the Falcon. Let's go ahead and get this all put back in here. So now, with this one, I now have 9 stages of the Falcon currently waiting to be built. That's kind of crazy. I'd never think that I'd actually be that far behind. Pretty cool. It's not that I'm far behind. I'm just I'm working on modding and doing some things. And I'm going to be showing you some of the stuff that I'm using for my old patented Kashyyyk streak here in a little bit. Let's go ahead and grab the Enterprise box, which is a much smaller box. And as you saw, the DeAgostini box and the Fan Home box, no difference. Some boxes, just you guys, if you've done part works, you guys know. So I'll go ahead and pull this one open here. All right, so should be like, I think we're getting into the late 30s now, if I'm not mistaken. So windows that we're never going to use again. We have a reflector, some escape pods, some LEDs, and a window panel that will eventually be resined. So that's stage 34. Oh, cool. There's the main PCB. Stage 31. Oh, super cool, guys. Look at that. That is the main PCB for the Enterprise. Very, very cool. This is, well, I think there are 2 in the saucer section, if I'm not mistaken. So we have a die-cast whole panel section, some escape pods, zip ties, kind of cool, and then one of our acrylic window pieces for the neck windows, which we're not going to be using, but I'm not quite ready yet to do the curved line, or the curved panels for the resin. I'm just, man, it is a tough thing to do. Alright, we have stage 33, and much the same. Oh, you guys. This whole panel right here looks like it surrounds the impulse engine. Very cool. Very cool. Obviously some windows that we're not going to be using. Escape pods, a reflector, and our LED. Super cool, you guys. Oh, we're starting to get into some cool parts here of this model. Oh, would you look at this whole panel section? That's kind of cool. So some interesting reflectors in here. Looks like we're going to be getting ready to do a bunch of work on the neck. I need to start getting moving on that part. So, and then obviously this is package number 9, and with the Enterprise you only get 1 magazine per. Let's go ahead and take a look real fast. These magazines are always really good. These feel really nice, by the way. The Falcon, the magazines there are pretty cheap. Open right up to possibly one of the greatest episodes of The Next Generation. Wow. Wow. So we have our instructions. Yeah, definitely a bunch of stuff to be done on the neck. Doing up some wiring of the PCB. Oh, you guys, super cool. Man, I need to start getting this model built. Almost ready for the next mod episode. We're going to do... Wow, the Dolphin. What a weird episode. Wesley Crusher. You poor guy. I'm really glad that Will Wheaton has made a bit of a resurgence. So, anyway. So, there is package number 9 for the Enterprise. So, on the Enterprise, I also have 9 stages sitting and waiting. And with this ship, it's starting to get to be a lot. And so I'm gonna start. I don't even know. I need to get through my mod series to get caught up, and then I need to start building ahead. And I need to definitely do some practicing on my curved window line or curved window pieces. So be watching for me to do that on the stream on Friday night this week. So, all right. Okay, so now, before I give you the tour, a couple things coming up. For this month, we're likely coming towards, let's see here, the Enterprise C. We're going to be tomorrow's episode of the Enterprise C. Make sure you guys watch that one. It's the first time that I've lit a model, and the work that I did on the nacelles, man, pretty damn proud. It's a custom. It is a custom wiring and custom lighting job that I did, and I'm super proud of it. I can't wait to show you guys that tomorrow. Next week, we're going to be doing the rear panel on Fet's Vet. We're going to be doing the mod for. We're going to be doing the or the light blocking mod, excuse me, for the Enterprise D. Next week, we're going to be skipping the Enterprise C as I get prepared. It's basically, if you guys haven't noticed, that once a week things tend to get, one of the episodes in the rotation tend to get skipped a little bit. And this week there was 2. I am slowing down a little bit with my frantic model making. Needless to say, I was getting way ahead of myself, and so my builds are a lot more carefully planned and executed, and so I'm taking my time to make sure that I get my work done, and I'm also doing a ton of work on the Razor Crest right now. All my free time is kind of spent being taken up with that. So, that being said, next week, the Fet's Vet will be making its return, and we're going to be working on the rear section and doing some more weathering on the front. And then, after that, gosh, what do we have? So we have the Enterprise C, we're going to have the Enterprise D, we're going to have Fet's Vet next week, and then we're going to be having the Falcon. I think the Falcon is going to keep rolling forward now every single week. And then, of course, we're going to have our 2 episodes. So next week, we should have a full slate. It was this week that kind of wound up being a little bit of a slow burner, so to say. Tomorrow, we'll have the Enterprise C. And then on Friday, we will have the next episode of the Razor Crest, where I start doing some assembly and some more painting, which is pretty cool. So now, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a quick little tour, just kind of show you the new shelf and how it's set up over, it's pointing on the camera that way. And then I'm going to show you guys the new setup over here on my studio, and then we'll come back and review some of the mods that we have coming back. So we will be right back. All right, so starting up, I have my free offer up cat food poster 40 model. I picked this up off of OfferUp. It's actually a really nice bookshelf. Picked this up for free, and the model stuff is taking over, guys. So I need proper storage, and I am a bit of a neat freak. I don't like stuff just like out, and if it's gonna be out, it's gotta look good. So, starting at the top, obviously we have our very broken. God, I need to fix this thing. I have a very broken. This is gonna be our very first dockyard, besides the one that I've done. When I get back to doing the dockyard stream, this is gonna be our very first victim. We have the Flying Dutchman. It does light up, but I need to really fix this. It's pretty bad. So, and then below that we have my Enterprise binder, and then the Falcon binder. The 2 binders next to it, one of them has, I'm waiting for the kit's first binder to arrive. And then, so I got all the kit magazines in there. And then the next one has all of my different finished like instructions and just random bits for each model that I wound up building. And then I have my Aztec dummies, and then my current instruction set for the Razor Crest. I have my mod shelf. There are some mods elsewhere, but this one is my primary mod shelf. We have our green strawberry set for the Razor Crest. We have the Falcon engine grill and lights grill thing for the DeAgostini Falcon. We have all of K.I.T.'s mods, and there are several of them in there. As you can see, they're stacked up nicely. And then we have the box for the K.I.T. scanner. I can't not. And then, ooh, would you look at you? You're so pretty. And then, really, the big thing is I needed a couple of shelves for the Perfect Grade Falcon. If you guys aren't aware, there's over 600 pieces in the Perfect Grade Falcon. And there is more inside that box right down there. Like, there's more. So, let's just say that, I needed to have most of this out. And so, it starts down below with A, and then it goes through Z, and then we have some of the smaller specialized sprues up here. I have my instructions, the decals. God, I'm going to trigger people with that one. My masks and the paragraphics. And then the one piece that I've actually built, and that's a piece of fiber optics sticking out the front for the front headlights on the Perfect Grade Falcon. So 72nd scale. It's fairly large, but not as big as the 35th scale Falcon from the DeAgostini. I'm going to have two of these very amazing Falcons. So, yeah, wound up just kind of getting this free shelf off of OfferUp and just kind of putting that out there. I had to move some stuff around, so my puzzle's over there. And then over here, I gutted my closet and took all of my things out. No, not really. They're just kind of over to the other side of the closet over there. But up top, there's K.I.T. and all of his things. And then those two boxes there are the Millennium Falcon. Got some model bases and stands. My junk drawer. And then more Millennium Falcon for the DeAgostini Falcon. Like, this model is, like, full. It takes over. I'm still in the process of organizing this, but I have a lot of my chemicals and stuff like this. This is where I'm going to be storing all of my backup stuff. My airbrush, or my paint booth. Some supplies, and then all of my different models. Some of the smaller model bits are sitting down below there. So, and then to come over here, I've done quite a bit of work on my studio. So I've added some drawers, and I have all of my chemicals inside there. So I have all of like my most commonly used like thinners and glues and all of that jazz, and then tools and stuff in various places. Yeah, and then I went ahead and moved the Xbox out in the living room. Added a new shelf up top. Oh God, the Mandalorian picture fell down and it looks awful, but I'm just going to leave it in there. There's the Venator. I took my PS5 off the wall. You shouldn't store it in the upright position, I found out. You're supposed to store it down. It has something to do with the metals inside of the battery. So if you have a PS5, by the way, make sure it's sitting flat. Look it up. Trust me. I looked it up and I'm like, oh God. So, I am currently finishing up and working on the Enterprise C. And then took down the display. Just all of this stuff is taking over, you guys. It's kind of crazy. So, some drawers. Got Mando watching over. Got a power supply, various electronics. My tool rack. Got K.I.T. right over there. My paints. More tools. I got my airbrushes. Brushes, which is pretty cool. And then down here, amongst my trash, I have this little setup. So most of this stuff is actually, the wallboard stuff is from Dollar Tree, actually, of all places. So, but I have my compressor down there. One of the happiest compressors on the internet. He's got some googly eyes. Some more of my commonly used paints. But then I have everything I got on quick connects. And yeah, so that's kind of able to basically just quickly just connect and connect. Tools, common use tools. My lightsaber. Probably should have lit it up for this, but whatever. So then I have my Dremel tool. It's all mounted up, ready to go. I've only used it once so far, which is kind of weird. And then parts are like, those are all, I think this Millennium Falcon up there stuff. And then there's all the screw boxes that I have, and BD1 over here to watch. So yeah, that's my recording space, my studio. When you guys see me, it's coming from this, and there's my camera and my webcam and my other webcam. I don't show my face because, hey, got a face for radio, they say. But yeah, this is where I do all my work, so go ahead and cut back, and we'll talk a little bit about some other things, I guess. I'm not quite sure where I was at because I recorded this separately. We'll be back. All right, so that's where I've been working, and to be honest, I've been spending a little bit of time getting this space set up properly. In the rush to get everything done, there was also some investing that was done, some credit cards that were used, and I went ahead and took care of a few things that I needed to get upgraded, and I'm in a much better position these days to be doing much better work. Guys, I've really struggled with rushing and getting too far ahead and then having to go back and repaint some models. And so, yeah, it's one of those things where, I need to kind of stop, slow down, make sure I have the proper equipment. So, first things first, for the Perfect Grade Falcon. Now, if you guys aren't aware, you should be, and you guys should be watching on Wednesdays with Hobby Time Modelers. You guys will see the link come up every single Wednesday. We are doing a group build of the Perfect Grade Millennium Falcon from Bandai. These models are super rare, super expensive, and it's going to take us all a very long time to make. So for that, we've been getting some mods, and, I have been the fortunate recipient of a few mods at this point, and especially Todd, Marvel Phoenix over at Hobby Time Modelers and mypartworks.com. He is one of the most generous people, and he just keeps hooking up and hooking up and hooking up, and it's for everybody. And so first up, for the Perfect Grade Falcon, make sure you guys watch tonight. It is an entertaining stream. We go for 2 hours a week, and we're limited to only building the Falcon during those 2 hours during the week. And sometimes we'll go for a little bit more time, but it's a good time, and there are 6 of us building it, and man, this model is something else. And so with that being said, I have the photo etch. Let's get that on to a point where you can see it. I have the photo etch for the cockpit for the Millennium Falcon. This one also has the decals and the light panel films as well. So I am not the strongest brush painter. You guys know that now by this point. And the prospect of doing the Perfect Grade Millennium Falcon and brushing the interior is not going to happen. I also have a set of the cockpit, the controls. I've got the Shapeways tub, or the Shapeways cockpit that's clear that can be lit, and then I also have the tub for the cockpit itself. So it is a much nicer set. It's going to be something that I'll actually be able to pull off. And so tomorrow night, you're going to see me use photo etch for the very first time. And obviously, the green strawberry Razor Crest, lots of photo etch. And so I need to get my practice in. So I will be working on this tonight on stream. Make sure you guys catch it. We'll be streaming tonight at 4 p.m. Pacific and 7 p.m. Eastern. Make sure to check that out. So I will be assembling the Paragraphics photo etch and doing this for the very first time, which I'm super excited about. And then one of the things that Todd surprised us all with, and I was really surprised by this. He kind of let us know, but it's one of those things where the dude just goes above and beyond for everybody. And he went ahead and picked us up the entire, everybody in the group got the masking set for the Perfect Grade Falcon. I believe there's over 100 masks in here. I'm going to go ahead and keep this inside the package for now. until I'm ready to start messing with it. But this is from Mass Design. It is a Canadian company, if I'm not mistaken, and they do some amazing masks for all of the different models out there, specifically sci-fi models. Really leaned into the Star Trek and Star Wars world. So make sure to check out Mass Design and some of the stuff that they got going on. And Todd definitely hooked us up. So that's going to be for the perfect grade Falcon. And both of these are going to be sitting over on that shelf with all of the rest of the Falcon stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and set that off to the side. And then, let's see here. What do I have next? Oh, yes. I have, for the Kashyyyk streak on the Falcon and many other uses, I have picked up the oil brusher sets, the Starship color set. So I have the black, white, and the Starship filth. And then I have the rust, red primer, and dark brown. And then, of course, I have some odorless thinner, odorless thinner. God, I'm an idiot. But we have some odorless thinner. I am going to be... I got to be honest. I paid for expedited shipping and FedEx dropped the ball. It sat inside the warehouse all weekend, and I was hoping to have this so I can use it on FetsVet. Frustrating. That's ultimately why I don't have an episode of FetsVet for you today, is because this stuff just sat there and sat there all weekend, and then it finally went out for delivery today, despite the fact that they were in business on Sunday. Anyway, so not Spray Gunner's fault. I picked these both up. Both of these were on sale for $10, I believe it was, each. And then this is, of course, like $3 or $4 for the thinner. But this was a really good deal on Spray Gunner. Definitely recommend you check out that website for anything paint related, airbrush related. Dave, Relentless Storm, over on YouTube turned me on to this, and man, he was correct. This is a fantastic site. They're currently running a special for FedEx next day shipping or second day shipping, we say. So I'm going to be practicing. I've got some styrene sheets that I'm going to be primering up, and then I'm just going to start working on streaking and all that jazz. And then that's going to be making its appearance in the next FetsVet episode, which I'm super excited about. All right, so to talk a little bit about streaming and how much I've been doing that lately. Streaming is a lot of fun for me to do, and sometimes too much fun. So I get really super distracted during the streaming sessions, and I often just kind of let it loose, and I'm kind of dumb. So if you guys want to see me be dumb live and in person, and if you guys want to see me get prepped for any of the models that I'm building or anything that I got upcoming, you will definitely see me doing it on stream. I have found that, like, instead of like trying to find something to build for the stream, it's a great place for me to do some work on, like getting taped off, or like, for instance, if you watch the stream from Sunday this last week on Hobby Time Modelers, you will actually see me working on the nacelles for tomorrow's episode of the Enterprise C. So I stream with Hobby Time Modelers on Friday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, and then on Sundays with Hobby Time Modelers as well, at 1 p.m. Pacific and 4 p.m. Eastern. And then on Wednesdays, of course, tonight, for instance, we have the Perfect Grade Millennium Falcon stream where we're doing a group build, as I mentioned earlier. And, we're streaming 3 times a week. Now, I also will stream on most Thursdays. If I have kit to build, I only build kit on stream. I think it's a perfect platform for doing partworks. It's a lot of fun. It's a great conversation. I definitely recommend you check out one of my streams. If you want to get to know me, want to talk, ask questions, I'm definitely down for it. If you want stupid sci-fi information, I'm down for it. If you guys, like, once again, quiz me. anything, just join me. It's super fun. I have a blast doing the streams. And then if I'm not doing that, there's likely chances that I'll be doing streams of modding models, or who knows, I may have something special coming up. Who knows? So, and then a special announcement will be made next week. But the week of May 4th, and of course it's cheesy, it's cliche, May the 4th be with you. The week of May 4th, starting on April 29th, every single episode on my channel that week is all going to be Star Wars. So I'm picking up a 4D model for this week, for that week of R2D2, and I'm super excited about building that. I haven't done a 4D model since the Venator, and for whatever the reason, and I don't talk about this often, but for whatever reason, the Venator just keeps the views just keep rolling and cycling through, and it's not a lot, but I keep seeing it. Like, it just keeps popping up, and I'm like, I really enjoyed building that 4D model, and people seem to be enjoying it as well. So I'm going to have a brief little, probably 2 or 3 episode stint, maybe even a little bit more, of building R2. He's about 200 pieces, and it is going to be the metal, or not the metal Earth, but the 4D build. It's going to be the cardboard thing like I did with the Venator. And I'm going to see about lighting it up. I think that'd be kind of a pretty cool idea. So we're going to be doing Star Wars Week. We're going to be having a couple of the Falcon episodes. Obviously, we're going to have the Perfect Grade Falcon stream on Wednesday night. And then we're going to have the Razor Crest, and then we're going to have Fet's Vet. And, there's just so much Star Wars stuff going on out there. And so I'm a shill for YouTube. And so... Give me views. So we're going to be building all Star Wars items during the week of May the 4th, for May the 4th be with you, and Star Wars Week. So, now, last thing. Kit. If you guys weren't watching the stream, the night shift from last week, I announced that I'm going to be picking up the full dash mod from Mike Lane. That was just announced last week, and I think it's like 2 weeks ago now. If you guys haven't seen it, make sure to check out Mike Lane. I'm going to go ahead and throw a link down below to his channel. It's his most recent episode. He's the one who does all of the mods for K.I.T.T and for the DeLorean and for Ecto-1. Lots of parts work he's done mods for. And let's just say that I was only able to use a slight connection to make sure that I obtain one of these. And I have secured one very early. It doesn't absolve me of any of my cost, needless to say, but I have used my connections to secure the full dashboard mod for K.I.T.T. I am going to have every single Mike Lane mod for K.I.T.T. It is everything that I've already shown you guys, and if you guys aren't aware, check out Mike Lane's website and look up the K.I.T.T part, or look up the K.I.T.T mod build, and you will see a list of all the mods and when you're going to need them, and I am going to have the whole set. Now, I've been the fortunate recipient of many of these mods, as Todd is often like hooked up with these things, and he doesn't need them because he's already got them. So I'm the one building K.I.T.T in our group, and so I got those mods, and I'm gonna wind up with every single one of them. It was only like 3 that I needed to pick up, and one of those is going to be the improved dash, and that was the one thing that I was waiting for. And so K.I.T.T is going to be fully modded. I'm modding every single one of my models going forward. If I can do green strawberry, if I can do paragraphics, if it can come from HDA, if it can come from Shapeways, if it's going to do something to elevate the model to the next level, that's what I'm going to be looking to do. So that's what I got for you today. Once a month, we're going to be doing this. Mid-month or so, we're going to go ahead and do a ready room where we talk about our models, talk about the things that we've received. We've unpackaged some Partworks boxes today, and we took a little bit of a tour. So we're going to kind of do these things once a month, kind of give you a bit of an update, and use it as an excuse to put some content out there that I don't have to build a model with. See what I did there? Awesome. So that's what I got for you today. I just want to say thank you. I know that there was a million things y'all could have done today. Instead, you spent a couple minutes with me, watching me talk about the things that I have. And that's pretty damn cool. If you guys have any questions, comments, tips, tricks, please leave them down below. If you'd like to support the channel, please like and subscribe. And my friends, until we see each other again, I hope you all have a wonderful day in this beautiful world where we happen to be. And just remember that this is the way.